Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Eyewitness News at 12:30. I'm Tom Murphy.
And I'm Hannah Baton. New this hour, Attorney General Jeff Sessions was at the U.S.-Mexico border today. Sessions outlined a series of changes that he says will mark a new era in border control. Sessions says he wants to rid American cities and the border of drug cartels and unlawfulness. He laid out stricter rules and enforcement that are designed to combat illegal immigration and smuggling.
It is here on this sliver of land, on this border, where we first take our stand. It is a direct threat to our legal system and to our peace and prosperity.
Now, Sessions also said at this press conference that the road to fixing this issue is going to be a long one ahead.
An elementary school in San Bernardino is closed through tomorrow after a domestic dispute spilled into a classroom.
Now, the gunman killed his wife, one student, and wounded another before taking his own life. Paul Verkamen reports.
It was awful because, all your emotions, worst day of my life.
Frank Flores describes the frantic and terrifying moments after he learned there was a shooting at his son's school.
Beyond description of how you're just tore up inside.
Just the not knowing.
Yeah, I couldn't get in. I couldn't get past the police line.
Flores' son, Christian, is a student at North Park Elementary. His classroom just a stone's throw from the room where the shooting unfolded. Hearing him describe the aftermath of the shooting is surreal, especially for his father. He was among the students linking arms on his way to safety.
We just had to hide under our desk, and then when the SWATs came to our classroom, they said, put your hands up, and we all had to do it quietly and calmly, and we walked out of the classroom.
Christian and Frank were among dozens who came together for a vigil to help heal the community. Only hours ago at 10:30 in the morning, the violence erupted. That's when police say 53-year-old Cedric Anderson walked into the front office and told staff he had to drop something off to his wife, special needs teacher Karen Elaine Smith. Once he reached her classroom, he took out a gun, police say, and without saying a word, he started shooting. Smith was killed. 2 other students were also hit, an 8-year-old boy who died from his injuries, a 9-year-old who survived. Teacher Karen Smith was Thomas Alexander's first cousin.
We'll really miss her. She was a fantastic person. Sorry such a horrendous thing happened to such a beautiful person.
Karen was an awesome lady. She was a beautiful mom, beautiful teacher.
Detectives say Smith and Anderson were estranged and only briefly married. Police say Anderson had a criminal record, which includes weapons charges and domestic violence charges. We're also told Anderson was able to easily enter the school by simply telling staff in the front office he had something to drop off to his wife. Because he was known to administrators, he walked right in.
And we are seeing just a little bit of some light rain out there. So take a look at our Doppler radar. I'm going to zoom you just a little bit closer. Looks like a little bit of some rain making its way out of the downtown area and into East Bakersfield. Maybe a little bit of some light rain out in the Kern River Valley just near Lake Isabella and along the 178. So just a little bit of some light rain there. Also seeing a little bit of some light shower activity right near Pine Mountain Club and just north of Frazier Park. So here's a look at our HRRR model run. It pretty much clears out all that rain within the next couple of hours or so. So throughout the day, here's what it looks like on your hour by hour. We're going to see a little bit of some cloud cover sticking around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then, yeah, we'll see sunshine in the forecast. And that will allow those temperatures to really heat up to about the mid to upper 70s throughout the day. Temperatures tonight dropping to the mid to lower 60s. For those mountains, same thing, a little bit of some clouds sticking around the 1 o'clock hour. And then we'll start to see that sunshine appear. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s this afternoon. And then we'll drop to the 40s this evening. Kern Valley, low 60s this afternoon. A couple of little clouds sticking around at least over the next few hours or so, and maybe a little bit of some drizzle along throughout the day. And then as we make our way through the evening hours, those temperatures start to drop. More on the forecast in a couple of minutes here, but for now, Hannah, back to you.
Katya, thank you. Police are investigating a death in South Bakersfield that officials are calling suspicious. It was reported around 7 last night at a home on Doria Drive near Plans in South Union. An initial call was for officers to check on the welfare at the residence. Now, this is a developing story, so we'll bring you the latest as we learn more in the newsroom. Investigators are still trying to determine the identity of a woman pulled from the Kern River. They say she was found Friday just a quarter mile east of China Grade Loop. Last month, Sheriff's Office got a report of a woman who went into the water and never came out. This case was investigated as a possible suicide. It remains unclear now if the body found on Friday is that of the missing woman.
A man is in jail after being accused of murdering his brother. Police say 61-year-old Randy Wayne Adams was found dead at his apartment off of Christmas Tree Lane on Friday. Ronnie Adams is the suspect. He's expected to appear in court today. Friends say he is the victim's younger brother. It's still unclear how Adams died. One family member tells us the victim's brother has a past of abusing drugs and has threatened his own brother before.
This could have been prevented. Like I said, the cops came out 2 nights before, and he said there was nothing they could do. They wouldn't take Ronnie in. They wouldn't do anything.
The suspect is being held without bail. A Bakersfield man will spend the next 15 years in prison for a racially charged hate crime against a Latino man. Monday, 25-year-old Justin Whittington was sentenced after officials say he shouted a racial slur and shot at a Latino man that was standing outside his Oildale home last December. A federal jury convicted Whittington of a hate crime and for interfering with a person's housing rights by using force.
2 men accused of stealing mail in Southwest Bakersfield will spend the next year in jail. Police arrested Tony Neal and Robert Rainey back in February after officers found them in a U-Haul truck that had stolen mail and drugs inside. The 2 men took plea deals last month. Monday, a judge sentenced both of them to a year and 4 months in jail.
New information on millions of dollars that's gone missing from our local schools. School agencies at the center of the investigation have now entered into a contract with a large financial consultant to figure out what happened. $19 million was stolen from school checking accounts. The missing millions were taken over the last 3 years, and a lot of that money now it has been recovered, but the FBI is still investigating.
A California senator proposes a new bill to take the shame out of school lunch lines. Lunch shaming is the practice of denying regular lunch kids who can't pay for their lunches. New Mexico is officially the first state in the country to enact a ban on this type of behavior. Here in California, the LA school district gives kids who can't pay for their lunch a half of a cheese sandwich.
Sometimes referred to as a shame sandwich. There's even one school district, the largest in the country, in fact, which has a policy that states the child will receive a half of a cheese sandwich, not even a whole cheese sandwich. What are they going to do with the other half?
In the Bay Area, Berkeley, Oakland, and San Francisco, they all say that they will give students the same meal regardless of their ability to pay. One senator of Southern California has proposed SB 250, which bans schools from treating kids differently who can't pay for their lunch and directs schools to use other means to go after parents. This bill has bipartisan support, and the senator says he's confident it will pass. We turn now to breaking news. The Associated Press is reporting there's been an explosion at the Lake City Army ammunition plant in Missouri. Right now, we're going to give you a picture, or we don't have a picture from there. We had a live picture that went down, but officials say at least 1 employee has died and 3 more are hurt. That explosion happened at a mixing building at the plant where small caliber munitions are held. As always, this is a developing story. We'll bring you the latest information as soon as it reaches the newsroom. We're going to take a break. When we get back, after a viral video, United Airlines is standing by its decision of how it handles a passenger. We'll tell you which side experts are now taking.
Talks with Tillerson will tell you which relationship U.S. officials are hoping to weaken. Plus, your forecast, what can we expect coming up this weekend? Kat?
Well, Tom, it does look like, at least right now, we are starting to clear out, but then we've got another storm on the way that's going to cool us down for the weekend. We'll talk more about that after the short break.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's that time of year again. Your tax returns are due exactly 1 week from today, and personal finance website Wallet Hub takes a look at the annual chore by the numbers. It found Americans spend a combined total of 6 billion hours each year filing their tax returns, but the time investment pays off because 70% of filers do get their refund, which averages almost $3,000. Now, Wallet Hub also found that 20% of Americans say that they would rather get an IRS tattoo if it meant never paying taxes again.
Oh. What do you think? Would you do that?
I feel like obviously that situation would never come up, but it would be nice to never have to pay taxes again. But I also would rather
breaking news.
It would be nice.
It'd be nice not to pay taxes.
But I don't want an IRS tattoo. So there's that. Katya, what do you think?
It depends on where the tattoo would be, I guess. Like if it was
You'd really think about it?
Like if it had to go on my face, no.
It has to be somewhere where people see it.
Then I would say no, I'll pay taxes.
Oh, it would have to be
That's
there?
my rule. That's my
No.
made up rule about this scenario that we just created and is not actually
for the
real.
IRS now.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Hey, as we take a live look outside, we are seeing mostly cloudy skies out there. We did see a little bit of a light sprinkle earlier this afternoon. However, it does look like most of that rain here in the Bakersfield area is beginning to clear out. You can see a little bit of some light rain making its way to the Kern River Valley near the Lake Isabella area along the 178, and just a little bit of some light shower activity right there near Fraser Park. But most of that moisture is really situated north of the area, and you can see Chico getting in on the action, Sacramento, and also in the San Francisco area. A storm system making its way through the state. That's why we are seeing this rain. That cold front will quickly move out of here. So it doesn't look like a lot of moisture here for us. We will see those clouds stick around over the next couple of hours, but then you can see around this evening, it does look like everything's all out of here. And then by Thursday, we're going to get ready for another storm system to make its way into our location. So here it is for us. Here's that cold front making its way closer around 9 o'clock on your Wednesday. So that is tomorrow night around 9 o'clock. And you can see a little bit of some light green making its way into those higher elevations. So the mountains actually might see a little bit of an early start to that rain for tomorrow night. And then as we push through on our Thursday, we do have a chance for some rain making its way Thursday morning. This is around the 9 o'clock hour. You can see the South Valley seeing a little bit of some light rain into the Kern Valley and throughout the afternoon on your Thursday. So yes, we might see more rain on Thursday than what we are seeing today. At least we'll see something measurable, maybe 1/100th of an inch of rain here in Bakersfield. That's the latest model run, so it's not looking like a lot of precipitation with this second storm system moving through for your Thursday. Otherwise, today, throughout the afternoon, low 70s in Disneyland. We'll see upper 60s in San Diego. As we move east of the area, upper 80s in Palm Springs, so nice and warm there with 87 in Lake Havasu. I know a lot of people are on spring break and, you know, traveling across the state. Upper 60s in Pismo this afternoon, 66 in Santa Barbara, 69 in San Luis Obispo. And then north of the state, they're going to see rain activity all day long with that system making its way through. Low 60s in Sacramento with 64 out in San Francisco. So here's what it looks like on your 7-day forecast. I did include that chance for some rain throughout the afternoon. However, it does look like everything clears for this evening. Low 80s for your Wednesday, so nice and warm tomorrow. But then by Thursday morning, that's when we're going to see that chance for some rain in the forecast. And then for this weekend, we're going to stay a little bit cool, but not as cool as what we're going to see for your Friday. A 20% chance for some rain also included on Monday of this week. As we get a look at those mountains, upper 50s this afternoon, same thing goes. Might see a little bit of some drizzle throughout the afternoon, then everything clears for this evening. We'll see a nice warm day for your Wednesday, and then we have a chance for some rain on Thursday going into Friday. And for the Kern Valley, we'll see upper 60s this afternoon, mid 70s by your Wednesday, and then we have a chance for some rain on your Thursday. Same thing, not looking like a lot of moisture. What's been happening is we've been seeing kind of the end of these systems, not really seeing the bulk of the rain that we could see. All of that rain is really going to stay in areas in northern California. We have a chance for some rain as you make your way through Monday of this week, just after Easter, your Easter holiday. So it'd be kind of a nice way to, you know,
it would be
to hang out with the, you know, Easter bunny afterwards.
Yeah. I'm on board with that, Katya.
The Easter bunny, no, okay. The Easter bunny doesn't want to see you on Monday after Easter Sunday. He needs a little bit of R&R to get back on track after a busy day.
But I'm sure his bunny friends will be out, you know. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I'm saying that because honestly, during this time of year back home, we have just tons of bunnies in our backyard. It's the cutest thing. I'll have to have my mom send in a picture.
Picture from Arizona?
Yeah, of the bunnies in the backyard, and they're always out during this time of year eating our grass.
Katya, I'm holding you to that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to switch gears looking at news happening across the world and nation. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson arrived in Moscow Tuesday morning for some high-stakes talks with Russia. Tillerson is expected to try to weaken the Russian support for Syria following its suspected use of chemical weapons last week. State Department officials say Tillerson's strategy is to highlight Russia's responsibility and culpability in the incident. The U.S. responded with a cruise missile strike on Syria, which could give Tillerson more leverage. Russia is a key Syrian ally.
Days after a deadly terror attack in Sweden, the top suspect has now confessed to the act. At least that's what his lawyer told the court earlier. The 4 people were killed in the attack that happened Friday as a truck barreled down a busy street in the country's capital. Police haven't formally charged the man that they say likely hijacked the truck. So the suspect is 39-year-old from Uzbekistan. Police say he was facing deportation and sympathized with extremist groups, including ISIS.
Federal authorities are joining the manhunt for a Wisconsin man who sent a manifesto to President Trump and is suspected of stealing some high-powered weapons. Joseph Jakubowski is considered to be armed and dangerous, and as police point out, he could be anywhere in the country. They say he mailed a 161-page manifesto calling for revolution to President Trump on Tuesday. Now, right after that, police say he broke into a gun shop, stole several guns, torched his car, and disappeared. Authorities want the public to stay vigilant. They say alerts are going out across the country, and they've already yielded more than 400 tips.
We're very grateful to have those tips because, as you know, that's probably how we're going to find this individual, if somebody seeing something suspicious and reporting it to local law enforcement.
Right now, investigators are not aware of any specific threats.
As of this morning, Alabama has a new governor after Robert Bentley resigned Monday amid a scandal. The 74-year-old Republican quit after the state's ethics commission says he broke state ethics and campaign laws when he allegedly had an affair with a top aide. Former Lieutenant Governor Kay Ivey was sworn in last night.
The 23-year-old sentenced to death for killing 9 people in the Charleston church massacre pleaded not guilty to state charges in court on Monday. Dylan Roof was given 9 life terms, 1 for each person he admitted to killing during the Charleston church massacre. In June of 2015, Roof also waived his right to appeal at the state's conviction. So in the event the death penalty isn't carried out, he will serve life without parole.
New this hour, the United Airlines CEO is issuing a third statement regarding the video that's gone viral. The video that you're seeing that's garnered nearly 20 million views since the weekend. In the video, you can hear the man screaming as aviation officers drag him off the flight. The plane was going from Chicago to Louisville, and the video is sparking outrage against the airline, with several people saying they will now boycott United. Now, the company says it was trying to make room for 4 employees of a partner airline, turning down an offer of vouchers and a hotel stay. The man says he was a doctor who needed to see his patients in the morning. Experts say the airline handled the situation incorrectly.
United Airlines is certainly within its rights to deny somebody boarding. We all know that. It's the way they did it, though, that was really ugly.
Now, the United Airlines CEO issued a letter to its employees Monday night, but they've since changed their tone, saying the staff followed procedures. Now they're saying they want to make the situation right, calling the incidents that happened truly a horrific event, saying that they share the sentiments of those that are upset by what happened. We're going to take a break. When we come back, be careful when you gamble and also when you choose your friends. We'll explain after this.
They love us unconditionally. Now it's our turn to show them how much we care. Today is National Pet Day. So whether you have a dog, a cat, a horse, a turtle, a fish, give them some extra love today. Now I do also want to point out that the point of National Pet Day is not just to put up a picture of your cute good boy or good girl on Twitter or Facebook so you can get likes. It's also to encourage adoption. So give Chuck, our guy at the SPCA in Bakersfield, a call and see if there are any other pets that can have a new home to celebrate their first National Pet Day with their new owners.
You know, they always have plenty of pets that are in need of a forever home, but especially this time of year when animals breed in the spring, so they definitely could use some extra help.
Good little nugget there. Fun fact.
The more you know.
This is a fun time for those animals. Hey, next time your friend or significant other asks if they can give it a try at a slot machine that you've supplied the money for, think again.
Yeah, they could end up getting away with your jackpot. Friends Jan Flato and Marina Navarro, who didn't want her face shown, as you can see, hit big at a casino in Florida. Flato had been having an unlucky night, so he called in Navarro, one of his girlfriends, to give him a little luck. He says he had her hit the button for luck on his $50 bet, which turned into $100,000 grand prize. Sounds exciting, right? Sounds exciting. Well, that big prize turned out to be an unlucky, unsavvy move on his part.
Upstairs, the eye in the sky says she touched the button, so technically we have to pay her.
Jan all of a sudden went ballistic. He started screaming in front of everybody.
I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Now, in a statement from the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, they say the person who pushes the slot machine button or pulls the arm is the person who wins the jackpot. Flato says Navarro took his $100,000 grand prize, and the two are no longer friends.
We're going to step aside and take a break. We'll have a final look at your forecast after this.
Okay, so let's get a look at our Doppler radar. It does look like we're seeing a little bit of light rain out there.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you for sticking with us. Have a good day, everyone.